It's coffee time.
Hello you guys, and welcome to Friday the 13th. Like I promised, I am that dork that wears a Friday the 13th t-shirt on said day. I think I own like 3 or 4 Friday the 13th t-shirts. I just decided to go with the most basic one that I have just to be home. So the plan today is, apart from like always, like whenever I am working full-time, I feel like I'm always saying I'm busy, but I am, because I'm working 8 hours a day, plus you know I still have a lot of things to catch up at the apartment. I still want to organize my movies a little bit better, my books a little bit better, but sometimes I just lack the time. However, we're gonna have the whole weekend to do some stuff. I'm also gonna have to plan some more new videos for you guys, and today I'm gonna take now a break from work to read for like around an hour, and my mission is to finish Sanctum, because like I said, I just want to finish it. I just want it gone, and I don't have that much left. I'm not expecting to be super wowed by it. I do hope the third book, whenever I pick it up, it's a little bit more exciting. So we're gonna finish this one now, and I really want to continue this one. The start really hooked me up. I'm really interested to know what's gonna happen, because I thought this was gonna be a lot more slow paced, and I feel like in 65 pages I already got so much, and I just cannot wait. I just can't wait. I thought this was only gonna be a vampire story, but there's a lot of disturbing other things going on in the book as well. So the plan right now for this hour that I am taking a break from work is to finish Sanctum and to read a little bit of Let the Right One In. Time to talk about books, and we are here now that I have finished Sanctum. So I have a couple of things to add to my previous thoughts without spoilers, obviously. I think part of my disappointment with the book is that it's on the blurb that it's based on a carnival, or that there is a carnival where this old asylum was from the first book. And the pictures that are included in the book, most of them are of a carnival and people that work there. I think this was used as an excuse to kind of, I think, you know, they found these pictures and the author wanted to add them into the book, and they just came up with the idea that there was a carnival next to the asylum, but they barely even go to this carnival. So I was like, I don't know, I was disappointed. I was hoping to meet characters in the carnival, to really get to see our main trio in this carnival, getting to know like weird folks and things like that, but nothing of that happened. I think also towards the end, a couple of things don't add up, and the way that the ending is resolved was a little bit questionable for me. It kind of felt like, okay, let's just take an easy way out right now to finish this. I don't know, I'm still gonna give it 3 coffee mugs, because I do like the writing style. It is fast-paced, it is entertaining, I like the pictures, and I mean, it's not like the worst book I've ever read or anything, but there were some things that didn't make me enjoy it as much as I hoped I would. And also sometimes the main characters are either like super brave, or they're just like don't believe in themselves at all. Like sometimes it's kind of, you know, conflicting, because sometimes I have the feeling that they react just in a way that it's convenient for the story, if that makes sense, instead of having their own really strong personalities that never change throughout the book. I mean, somebody can change a little bit or can have a different opinion and stuff, but I just feel like she just shapes the characters in a way that it just fits the story, you know. It's just convenient. And sometimes, you know, I was like, okay. You know, so that was kind of why I just gave it 3 coffee mugs. I don't think it's the worst book ever or anything like that, but it was also not something super great, so I'm just gonna keep it at a 3, considering as well that this is a YA book, so of course the part of horror, blood or killings is not gonna be as intense perhaps as other books. So yeah, that's it for Sanctum. At least we have another book finished for the evilathon. What's up, Lilith? At least it's Friday. Why that face? It's Friday the 13th? It's Friday the 13th? Welcome to my bath, you guys. So it is currently 5 p.m. I have finished work for the day and it is Friday, which means I can treat myself a little bit because I have the whole weekend also ahead of me. So I decided, what better idea than right now to just take a nice hot bath to celebrate Friday the 13th in my bathtub with some, you know, nice bubble bath. And of course I'm gonna be reading Let the Right One In. I thought it was perfect for Friday the 13th to read a horror book in my bathtub, treat myself a little bit after a hard working week, and kind of set the tone for a relaxing but productive weekend. So let's go and get into the bathtub. And I have to say, I was really not expecting to love this book this much. Like I've been saying, I had the feeling the writing style was not gonna be for me, and I don't even know why. Because I've never read anything else by the author. And I had other books by the author already on my wish list, so I think I am definitely gonna get those. One of the things that's come up on the book that it's getting stronger by the page is the bullying. It's really getting pretty heavy bullying, and I just wanted to mention it because, you know, I was bullied as a kid, and I know a lot of people have had issues like that in the past. And just in case you're not in the mood for reading some bullying stories, I just wanted to put it out there as a content warning. But I'm really loving the relationship between Oscar and Ellie, the little girl, and I just think that it's such a wonderful relationship. They're kind of both messed up in their own way, but I think they connect with each other because they both have something the other one doesn't. She's really strong, she's really determined, and nothing seems impossible for her. And he is somebody that is a kid and is actually 13 and not like, we don't know yet how many years old vampire Ellie is. And saying that Ellie is a vampire is not a spoiler, because from the very beginning of the book you already know. The first time they describe her, you know, and if you are familiar with any of the movies, you also know. So I don't think it is a mystery or a big spoiler because it's at the beginning of the book. So I think she finds Oscar fascinating because he's an actual kid, and she probably has forgotten how it was to be a kid, and she likes to hang out with him and discover new things like the Rubik's Cube. And for Oscar, like I said, he's not used to having somebody that wants to actually hang out with him, listen to him, and be his friend because he's used to rejection. His father was an alcoholic that left, and at school he has a lot of enemies. So I think that for him, you know, finding Ellie is also kind of a blessing in a way. So I don't know, this is such an unusual relationship between these two characters. They're very young, but yeah, I'm really enjoying it. And somebody else has disappeared, oops. So yeah, really loving it. Still in page 118 out of 519. So we still have a lot to go, but like I said, I'm finding it so easy to read, and I'm loving it so much that I'm not scared anymore that it's a chunky book. Good morning. It is sadly no longer Friday the 13th. It is Saturday the 14th, the day in which Jason is the saddest of the year. So the good news is this weekend I'm gonna have more time for reading as well as other things that I have to do. But before we start with our reading, I'm gonna go grab a couple of groceries, like some fresh stuff, you know, and then I have to make a plan because there are so many things that I want to do this weekend, and if I don't make a list, I know that half of the things are not gonna happen. So the plan right now is go get those fresh groceries, come back home, and make a plan, like a proper plan. It is around 8:30 a.m. right now, so I allowed myself to sleep a little bit longer than usual, but not too much because I still want to use the day. However, today I think I'm mostly gonna be reading the same book, Let the Right One In, because I only made it to page 156 yesterday, so I still have a lot to go. I do want to catch up as well with some short horror stories because I still have the 3 books that I have to finish, and I have been slacking a little bit reading those short stories. So I want to push myself there a little bit as well. And hopefully tomorrow, maybe Sunday, maybe I can start another book. We shall see. But really the priority this weekend is to finish Let the Right One In and also catch up on some of the short horror stories. Alright, you guys, so mask is ready, security priority, let's go. Let's go get our 3rd cup of coffee. So I'm currently answering all the YouTube comments and all of those things, and I'm a little bit behind. So I'm currently working on catching up with YouTube in general. And yes, I am wearing a My Little Pony t-shirt that says Born to Sparkle, because you can love horror and My Little Pony, and that is okay. That's what I'm here to tell you. This is the message you should take from this vlog. It's so funny because I love horror, but I always loved My Little Pony since I was a kid. And I still have a collection of 80s My Little Ponies that I would like to, you know, expand in the future. But right now, I don't have much space to display all of that anyways. Okay, so let's get to more YouTube. And then I will sit down to get more reading done. Also, someone said that they wanted to see my birds, so this is my birds. This is my boy, Dante. Hi, Dante. And he is called Dante because of the game Devil May Cry. And she's Alice. My boyfriend named her after, of course, Alice in Wonderland. So these are my 2 little babies. I let them fly from time to time so that they can stretch, and they are just adorable. They're loud sometimes when I'm trying to record videos, but I love them a lot. It is a sunny day outside, so I'm considering going out for a little walk later. But as of now, I had a 30 minutes reading sprint from Let the Right One In, which was good. So I made it to page 190, which means I'm not even halfway through the book. So we're gonna have to keep pushing today because I really want to read as much as possible today. But like I said, I also have other things that I need to take care of. But yeah, now it's time for lunch. So we're gonna enjoy some luncheon, some Netflix, and then maybe I'll make another 30 minutes reading sprint. So it has been a couple of hours since I last talked to you, and I actually had another 30 minutes reading sprint. So I'm now in page 228. I'm like 44% into the book. It's crazy. It's so big. That's what she said. So I'm really enjoying the story. It's funny because when you watch the movie, I think it's like a normal 90-minute movie, and you basically only get to really know the story between Oscar and Ellie. And in this book, you get to know so many characters. There is this guy that is like this, like, he's like the male version of an extreme cat lady. He just lives with 28 cats, and it's smells like cat urine. Like, I'm like, that might have been me. So really enjoying it, and it's time now, sadly, to do some cleaning around the house. That's why I'm wearing also this headset. Normally I have this Bluetooth headset, and I'm gonna catch up with some of you guys's booktube videos. I like to do that while I do other chores, so at least I'm doing something that I really enjoy, which is watching booktube, and I'm getting the cleaning done around the house. So it's time to get some cleaning done, and then I think I'm gonna do another 30-minute sprint. And like I said, my goal is to make it at least until halfway through the book, but I'm gonna push and try to read a little bit more than halfway through, because else I'm still gonna have 250 pages for tomorrow or more. So yeah, that's the plan, you guys. And yeah, sadly, adulting is now asking me to clean my place. Also, my animals are asking me to clean my place. I don't know how many of you guys have pets. I have the feeling a lot of you guys have pets, but I do live with 2 cats and 2 birds. It gets messy. Especially, you know, the cats, they have 2 toilets, and Lilith has a type of hair that I don't know why, but she leaves her hair everywhere. Like with my normal black cats, I didn't have so much of a, you know, a big deal, but I don't know if it's because she's like a breed cat, even though I got her from a shelter, or because she has mostly white hair, but it is a mess in here. So let's get to cleaning. Good night, guys. It is close to 11 p.m. at night, and on a regular Saturday I would probably be hanging out with my boyfriend. During this situation, during this year, I have been mostly by myself the whole year, including weekends and even holidays. So on a normal Saturday when I don't have anything to do and I'm by myself, I mostly just watch a movie or watch a couple of episodes of a show, and I just pass out. I normally tend to go to bed earlier than most people, I guess. For me, the latest is normally around 12, I think. Because I'm somebody that kind of likes to wake up early. Makes me feel like I had more use of the day. Anyways, so I was thinking that tonight I would try something different to try to push me to read a little bit more as well. I am officially exactly 50% through with Let the Right One In. So in order to push me tonight to keep reading, I wanted to do some reading sprints, and I found another booktuber that is hosting a live show tonight at 11, and at least I will get some interaction with people from the community. There will be some talking, and they will also do reading sprints. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna join the live show, just to watch the streaming and kind of motivate myself to read tonight, even if it gets late. I think that's gonna be good for me, and also have some interaction with other humans, with other wonderful people that love books. Because yeah, this weekend I'm just gonna be by myself at home. So sometimes it's nice just to interact with other people in the community, at least since this year I have not really seen nearly anybody when it comes to friends, and I have not seen my family since December 2019. So it's been a rough year, and I think sometimes just interacting with people from the community, or you know, people online, live streams, doing Google Hangouts with people, it just helps. Sometimes I am myself not a people person really, like I do love my time by myself, but I have learned this year that it is good for my mental health to also kind of connect with people maybe more often than I thought. So yeah, I am going to be just watching the live show and doing the reading sprints with them, and I'll see how far I get with the book, and I will update you. Good morning on a Sunday fun day. So I woke up a couple of hours ago. I ended up staying awake until 1 o'clock participating on the reading sprints, and I made it to 340 pages of the book, which I am super happy about. Which means we have less than 200 pages left for today, which should be manageable. And I also need to record today. I need to pre-record some videos for my movie channel. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and pre-record those videos now. And then I will do a couple more of reading sprints for this, and hopefully we will finish this today. I think so. I think we can do it. And honestly, like I was saying yesterday, there is so much in this book. So many different characters, and even though you don't get to explore their background stories in detail, the author manages to give you a really good idea of who they are. So the characters, even though they don't all get like a really developed background, they're really well fleshed out, and I don't know, it's just so interesting and so engaging, and you know, that is super convenient when a book is this thick. So if you, like me, have been scared of this book, fear no more. Pick it up. It's a great read. I still have to finish it, but so far I've been enjoying it a lot. The only thing that I would keep in mind is the big trigger warning for, you know, child abuse, pedophilia, that is mentioned in the book. Just for you to know, there's a couple of things that happened after that that were pretty disturbing and messed up, but I would not consider those really trigger warnings. There's also alcoholism being described in the book. That's something that happened recently, that it was a more kind of in-depth description of it instead of just mentioning it. So also maybe content warning for that. But if you were scared of the book because it's just big and chunky, don't be scared. It's a really fast-paced, easy-to-read book, and it is perfect for winter. Actually, this one started taking place in October and then moved to November, so I'm like, oh my god, perfect. Like, without even knowing it, now I'm reading the pages when the book is taking place in November, so it kind of feels fitting somehow, even though I didn't do it on purpose. So if you're looking for a good winter horror book, this one is one that I would definitely recommend you to pick up. I know. It is currently 6 p.m. and just to really show you how a Sunday afternoon looks for me. So after recording a couple of videos for my channel, I have made laundry, obviously, as you can see here presented to you, and I have decided that it is time to do some meal prep. Tomorrow is going to be a really busy day for me because I have a lot of work to do and I have a doctor's appointment. So I'm gonna take the time, and I always did that when I was working in the office, to meal prep on Sunday, so that Monday and Tuesday, which are the busiest days of the week, I have food ready on the fridge to go, so I don't have to spend so much time with that and get lazy and eat really unhealthy stuff. So I have 2 recipes that I have to do because I got the ingredients for them. And normally when I'm meal prepping, I either watch some booktube, I listen to something, and what I've been doing lately is I video chat with my parents because it's a good way of me keeping, you know, myself entertained while cooking and catching up a little bit with my parents that have been also quarantined since March. So that's what we're gonna do now. And I have been doing progress with my book. I'm around 400 pages, so it's like the last 120 pages are there. I can feel them, and we are gonna finish that book today. But right now we're gonna do some meal prep and I will show you the final product. So we have finished the cooking. I have a bunch of white rice that I can use with anything that I cook for this week. And over here we have my vegan curry tofu, and it's really nice and creamy, ready to go. And over here we have red lentils because it is a great source of protein and iron. So I can combine any of these 2 dishes with the rice and I am set for the beginning of the week.